and welcome back to another Sims 4 YouTube video. Today we're going to be checking out the Sim Nation travel mod. This is one of my favorite mods when it comes to traveling in The Sims, just because it makes it 10 times more realistic. This is by A Deep Indigo, and it does require the base game general pie menu from A Deep Indigo. I'll make sure to link that in the description, but I do want to mention it just so that you guys know to download that with the mod, or else it's not going to work. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Alright, so we're in game, and my Sim's currently on her computer, which when our Sim's not on their computer. What I did want to note is when you get in the game, it's going to take about 20 to 30 Sim minutes, so about 20-30 seconds for you to get the passport that you need, the driver's license. Yes, there are cars now. They're not functional, but they're cars. And then the subway pass as well. So basically, if we go to my Sim, there are a couple new pie menus. So if you hit this travel to button, you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of different options for your Sims. It makes it a lot easier to travel to different places. You will need, a passport if you're going to special locations. Like if you want to go to Pacific places, you might need a passport. Like with the ancient ruins, you need a passport for Windenburg. So if you don't have a passport, it's not going to be able to work. Or you can go to the other locations, which are these, like the Willow Creek Hospital, you can't get to without traveling. So I'm wondering if we click this makes it a lot easier to get to these locations. So it's not like they're not accessible. So now we're at the Willow Creek Hospital with literally one click of a button. Well, technically like 2 or 3, but you get what I mean. You can travel to different places. If I wanted to go to an art center, I can go to the Big Modern Chef house. I think this is my house. Yeah, this is my house. How is this an art center? I mean, I guess I'll take it, but that should not be in there. Anyways, my point is you can travel to all these different places. If I want to take my Sim to the beach, I can do that in one click of a button. You do need a passport for, I believe, Sulani as well, but it just makes it 10 times easier with your Sims when traveling. So you don't have to like go out or click on the phone to go travel. You can just do it from that window. Anyways, we'll have her go back home. Here is my bike that I bought her. It's super cute. If I click on it, I have to actually complete my bicycle registration. If I don't do that, it's not going to be a good look for us, and I can't even travel because it's not registered either. So basically what we're going to do is complete this bicycle registration. So it's been completed now. So if I wanted to now, I can travel to the different locations again using this little button here. So it makes it a little bit more realistic because a lot of people do travel on bikes, especially if you're in the Netherlands. I know they are big on bikes. So you can use your bike to travel around. And also we can travel now because we have the bus pass and our driver's license. But if we didn't have this, then we wouldn't be able to travel. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to talk about, there's a reason why I made this little driveway, because in this mod, you're able to actually have cars. So if I wanted to, I can go to my phone and go to the travel section. As we go here, you'll notice a couple new options like booking rental reservations. The Department of Motor Vehicles will have to go there, but since we already have a license, we don't have to do that. We can also purchase a car now, and the other things that we can do is book a travel reservations and travel agent. We're going to go through more of that as we go more in depth within this mod. You can also take a vacation, but we can't do that because we haven't done any of the reservations. So we're going to go ahead and purchase a car now because they're not functional, but it adds to the gameplay. As I've stated before, the Sims do not trust us with working vehicles. So the next best thing is stationary vehicles that we can use. So they have a lot of different options within this panel right here for you to buy different vehicles. I'm not sure exactly which car my Sim should buy, but I'll let you guys see all the options you get through here. So they're kind of like realistic vehicles like we would see in the real world, just like with the Sims edition of names. So, and they have real prices as cars too. I don't know if you noticed that, but the simoleons are, what they would probably be like in real life. You can also go through different things if you want a hybrid vehicle, if you wanted a car/utility vehicle, or a mid-size sedan vehicle. So there's a bunch of options on here as well for your Sims, but I think we might go with a hybrid vehicle. That sounds pretty interesting. I think I might do this coupe right here. It's not too expensive, but my sim is also just a loan. And once you do that, it'll pop up in your inventory and you can go ahead and place it down. Hence why I built a little driveway for my car. And then once you have your driver's license, you'll be able to click on the car like we've done with the bicycle and other stuff like that and be able to travel. Now, I want to complete the vehicle registration so that we don't get in trouble, but you are now the proud owner of a vehicle. And just like with everything else, we can go ahead and click on this drive to portion of the car, and then we can actually have my sim fake drive to whatever location she wants to go to. Where should we go on our first journey with my sim's car? I think we could probably hit up the stables. I don't know if there's any horsies. We'll see. So we are here and my sim gets a little buff of cruising in comfort. I think she has it, or no, you smell that from a car purchase. That's right. My sim bought a car. I don't think there's anyone here, so we can go back home. Now the car will be placed back in your inventory, so don't fret. You still got your car here. Where did my, oh, I guess I took my subway pass away because I have a car. Makes sense. You don't want to be paying for anything you don't have to. Yeah, with that being said, you do need to also fill it up with gas once a week. So yeah, that's essentially what you can do with the car, and the more you use it, the more like different things you'll get. I mean, this is a hybrid, so it might take a little longer to drain that gas tank down, but the next thing we'll move on to is actually making a vacation. So this one does get a little bit more realistic. It's not as easy as just like simply like clicking the button to travel and then going on vacation. Like I said earlier, you do need to do these steps, but I think it might be fun to actually hire like a travel agent to do this. So we'll go ahead and do that because this is sort of like a new feature with it. Like not like new, but it wasn't all, we didn't always get travel agents. So these are the different packages that you can pick. You can do a budget package, standard package, and luxury package. Obviously, the better you want it, the more expensive it will be. I say for this video, we do luxurious, you know, it's a mod review. So we'll go ahead and do the 425 simoleon option. And it says, you're all set, Talia. Your travel reservations and vacation deposit have been submitted. Don't forget to start your trip within the next 7 days. Bon voyage. So now we can go back into our travel window, and as you can see, take a vacation will be available. We'll go ahead and do that. Now again, you need to set rental properties up in your world so that your sims can go to those locations. So if you want to go to a Pacific world and they didn't have a rental lot, you wouldn't be able to do that. But as you can see, she's going on the plane. She'll catch a flight. But there's a chance your sims can lose their baggage and they'll get a little buff from it. So these are the worlds that we have a rental lot in it. I think maybe we'll go to San Sequoia because that's sort of like a newer world. And I've only been to this rental lot like once. So $962 is fine. It's fine. It's fine. I guess we'll just go for like 2 days. That's like $2,000. All right, it's fine. Inflation's at an all-time high in The Sims, so it makes sense. This house better be worth $2,000 for 2 days. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. You can also, I'm pretty sure if you put your car in the inventory, you could bring it with you. I didn't, but as you can see, she's got travel ready from her travel preparations, and it seems like her flight went well. So that's pretty much it with the traveling place. When you make a reservation, now you can invite as many sims as you want. I think it's up to like 8 sims you can invite, if you travel. The other thing I wanted to mention is since my sim is now vacationing, you might want to try and do this first. But so there's one new aspiration within this mod, and that is Seasoned Traveler. And this aspiration basically adds in new milestones for your sims to complete if they want to travel more. This is also a great mod to pair up with the Frank's language barrier because it allows your sims to actually learn the foreign language to get that check mark for it. The other thing that they have as well within this mod is a career. Your sims can become a travel critic. So if we scroll down here, you'll see a travel magazine critic, and they're able to join that career as well. What I did want to mention too is that your sims can actually teach teenagers how to drive as well. Now it is a rabbit hole, but it does help them get their license and stuff like that, and teaches them how to drive a car. Now that we have Casey here, I'm going to go ahead and have her click on the car. And as you can see, it will say, ask for driving lessons or borrow the car. So I'm going to have her ask for a driver's license with Talia. Just like in the real world, your sims can't just go out and drive. It adds for that storyline too of like teaching your kids how to drive, because I think you could do it in The Sims 2. like have your Sims learn how to drive a car. And now we don't have that, but it says she's a natural. She will be acing those driver's lessons in no time. If we also go to her phone, she's able to attend like a driver's education lesson and stuff like that. So we can have her do that as well. And she can go off and do driver's lessons. Now, the next thing that I did want to go over, and I probably should have went over this sooner, but it's with the passport. So as I said, when you travel to a different location, you'll be required to have a passport for certain locations. If I wanted to click on my Sim's passport, I can actually open it and it will show like the different places that my Sim has visited that would require a passport. So my Sim's been to Sulani since we visited the beach, but these are the other places that would require a passport. And if you don't have one, then you won't be able to go. So it's kind of like getting passport stamps, which I love the idea of it, because once you visit all the locations, you'll have like all the stamps for it. So pretty cool. And it will also tell you like how many times your Sim's visited there. So she's visited Sulani 2 times, which is very cool. So now she's got, maybe Casey should consult the driver's education manual before her next time behind the wheel. That's fine, because I actually did want to show you guys something. If I age up Casey to a young adult and I go to the phone, she should be able to go to the motor vehicle department and get her license, because she hasn't gotten her license yet. So you'll have to do that when you have kids in the Sims. If you're starting off the Sims with a new save file, they'll automatically give it to you, but you do have to renew them as well. So they're not good forever. You will have to renew them, but obviously as this is a gameplay mod, you'll have to play through it to be able to do it. So Casey should be coming back, and it says she now has the license to operate a motor vehicle. And if I grab the car from my Sims inventory, I'm pretty sure you can have more than one car. If you have more Sims in your household, she can now go ahead and drive that vehicle as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it to the mod. I feel like it is such a great addition to The Sims 4. Definitely makes your traveling more realistic in game. Definitely one of the mods that I can't live without, because not only is it for like your single Sims, but you can do it with your, you know, whole Sims 4 family and all of that, and it just adds for that more realistic gameplay. Now I know it's not like a realistic airport. I feel like that would be a lot, but at least you kind of get that feeling of your Sims being able to make their own vacations, go and actually travel there. So instead of like just traveling to the location, you got to go on the plane and then pick the place that you're going to and then go to the vacation place. I also love the addition that they've added with like the bikes, subways, driver's license, and all of that stuff that was added into this mod over time. Definitely one of the mods that I recommend to have in your game, whether you're doing like family gameplay or whatever gameplay you're doing. It's definitely a must-have mod in The Sims. Let me know what you think of this mod down in the comments, and if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like and comment. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. As a reminder, the Sims 4 team announced the new trailer for the Lovestruck expansion pack tomorrow. My plan is to go live before the trailer like release of it, and that way we can react to it all together. So I'm going to try and do that tomorrow, but just want to let you guys know so that if you wanted to watch it on my live stream and react to it together, that hopefully I'll be live for it. But with that, I will see you all on Friday.